You're listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Learn more at wearelibertarians.com.
Welcome to the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast. This is episode number 143 of East Central Indiana's favorite podcast. I'm Jeremiah Morrell. Today I'm joined by a plethora of co-host guests and others. On my far left, we got Kade Koger. On my right, intern Mason. Over on the producer's chair, we've got Chris Guffey. And, of course, my forever co-host, Dakota Davis.
Today's episode features, well, just the 4/5 of us and then our significant others minus Mason. We're going to be talking about everything that you can expect coming in 2020, whether it be the presidential election. Is Trump still going to be in the race? And Greg Pence versus Jeanine Lee Lake. And all the way down to the county elections that we have coming up this year. And we're going to be talking about our predictions for those offices and then where the Boss Hog of Liberty podcast is heading in 2020. And make sure you stick around to the end to hear some of our ideas.
So this show is about our lives in rural Indiana. We're here to push your boundaries and make you think as individuals. Sometimes we will provoke you. Other times we'll make you laugh. But hopefully you'll always learn something new. This is going to be, it's not a year in review. We're looking forward, Dakota.
That's right.
This is a forward-looking
Always
show.
progressing. That's our motto here. No, it's not. I just made that up.
There should have been a meeting or something. We didn't. We never agreed to that.
You know, typically whenever we change things, it's when you're on vacation.
It is, and I'm going to be gone. Kevin says that Brooke says hi, Mason.
I already loved it. I think
in the chat. Yeah, I've got a big vacation coming up in February, so I assume that you will you'll probably move the studio, change the name of the show, and hire a few more co-hosts while I'm gone.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the only time I get free reign, and then I just do whatever I want. It was perfect when you were on the cruise and you could not give any feedback whatsoever.
It's happening again. Yeah, I'm somewhat nervous. Although the changes you made were great. We got a fantastic logo.
Yeah.
Spangle tried to offer a new logo this week, and I was like, oh, I think we like what we got.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't going to say anything on that because I literally just today's Thursday, Tuesday, got my Boss Hog of Liberty sweatshirt in the mail.
Did you?
Yeah.
Finally.
So I was
like, darn time for you to get in the club.
We definitely are not changing the logo now. So we'll just have to stick with some other changes. Who knows?
We're still selling those through the. We're not moving. Mike Royals in the chat go, don't be moving. I'm not going anywhere unless Dakota does something while I'm out on a boat. How do people get sweatshirts?
That's right. We have the T-Chips stores. It's where you get all of your merchandise. If you don't want to sign up at Patreon, patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty, you can go to tchip.com/BHOL1, 2, or 3. And that is where you see our 3 tiers of merchandise. BHOL1 is just basic logo gear. It is your cheapest if you just want to get a plain T-shirt. And then BHOL3 is where you get the awesome hoodies that you hear us talking about that have the slogan on the back that says local stories, national impact. And then we also have hashtag Red for Rob. It's still going on. It's
we're in the final week, aren't we?
That's right. 1 week left. That's it. So if you want your Red for Rob t-shirt, then you need to get on over there now because I'm going to be closing that down over Christmas. So make sure you get on there. I'll keep it up through Friday.
I have seen a few people have shared it and they've received them and shared pictures. Right. It's been awesome to see. Very cool. And of course, that one, none of that comes to us. That's all going to the Newcastle Career Center.
That's right.
And the welding program. So
that's really also fun. We have Patreon members to thank. Patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty. That's how we pay the bills. That's how Mike Broyles gets his rent check every month. If you join at any level, then you get access to all of the bonus content that we put out. You also get access to show notes in advance. If you're $50 a month or more, then we give you a shout out on every show. Those folks are Christy Avery, Jonathan Phillips, Craig DaCosta, and Chris Lamb, the newest member of the $50 a month club. If you join Patreon, then next week you'll actually get an episode. If you're not on Patreon, then next week you have nothing.
You'll get nothing and you'll like it. It's going to be a big episode, though. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to record it tonight. That's why some of y'all are dressed in Christmas gear. I wore something fluffy. That's something. But if you sign up tonight, we will get you added in, and you'll see the you'll get the Facebook Live version of it immediately as a member, and then you'll get it pushed directly to your email.
That's right.
Any level you pick, name your price. It's like
progressive.
It's like buying a hotel room back.
Where's
in the day
Flo
with
when
William
we
Shatner.
need her? The Name Your Price tool. It's on Patreon too. Should I say that, or is that copyright infringement?
I don't think he's right. I don't think that's
Flo
the same
from
thing.
Progressive. The
Yeah.
Name Your Price tool. That's what I'm talking
You
about.
name your price for car insurance.
Yeah.
What is this?
Where
I
have
am
you
not
been?
at all familiar.
It's because you got a guy.
I'm very difficult to reach. Yeah, I'm sold with John Michael Montgomery Norris, and
Yeah.
he's my guy.
He's my guy too.
Yeah, he takes care of me. I don't need some girl dressed up as an actor, some actress that has a little thing that plugs into your car.
No.
I got a guy.
Well, they need to get a guy for the Patreon, and that is us. So that patreon.com/BossHogOfLiberty is where you sign up, and you'll get the Christmas gift exchange bonus episode for next week. We have so much to look forward to in 2020. It's going to be a big year.
Big election year.
Yep.
Last night, producer Chris came over to my house very late after attending his 210th public meeting of the year. And we watched C-SPAN together like old women.
It's true, we did. You cuddled me, I cuddled you. We kept each other warm.
Yeah, Sarah was a little jealous.
It's true.
So we watched the president get impeached.
We did. Pretty much party lines like we all thought it was going to happen. A few Democrats jumped across the border. But
Couple voted no. Tulsi Gabbard voted present.
yeah. I think that's a smart decision of her.
Yeah, that was really good. She put out that statement today about why she decided to vote present and why she was taking the center instead of going along the party lines. I really enjoyed what she had to say. I agreed with it.
You agreed with having no backbone at all and just saying, yeah, I'm here. I don't know if I agree or not. Just fence riding up the middle. No comment. Just
yeah. That's what I would do. If I was in her position.
I'm here, pay me, but I'm not going to make the hard decisions. But maybe president. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. That's what I would do if I was her. Because the thing is that she was admitting that President Trump has done wrong. He's done wrong in areas, but every president has done wrong. Every president is basically a war criminal in the United States, and because we kill innocent civilians overseas constantly with our drone strikes. So she's saying, yes, he's done wrong, but after looking through 658 pages of the impeachment hearings and why we were trying to decide to impeach the president, she decided that that what they were trying to impeach him for wasn't worth an impeachment vote. So it was, but
so the three Congress people that we talk about the most on this show are probably Tulsi Gabbard, Justin Amash, and Thomas Massey. Yeah. And they all three of them cast different sides of this issue. Mm-hmm. We're a house divided at this time. So Massey voted no with all the Republicans. He's still a Republican. And Amash voted yes. And Kade, last night on social media, you were sharing the Thomas Massey side, saying it's all political, it's a witch hunt, and it's terrible. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, well, Kade's wrong. Let me go find what Amash posted, because I was like, he's like, every Congress needs to assert their authority again.
Well, hold on. Thomas said that. I didn't say it. I just shared it.
Oh, you just shared it for the clicks?
Yeah.
You had to get called out to come around.
Yeah, I didn't really post any caption or say that this is exactly what I think. I just shared it.
it's true.
I mean, if you're doing that, I think
We're also talking to the guy that plowed Trump into it.
There's a lot of assuming going on there. Yeah. But yeah, that happened. I did that for sure.
Yeah, back when he had a working drone. Your drone's been broken way too long.
Yeah, he's good. He's got a connection with Zachary Bertram now.
Yep.
So you think you do come down on the side of impeachment, though, Kade?
I think so. From what we've seen, I think he's
how the
definitely
mighty
done
have
something.
fallen.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just I've been pretty disappointed the whole term so far. So,
I think he should have been impeached whenever he banned bump stocks.
yeah.
So what about you, Mason? Do you have any thoughts? Are you anywhere on this? Do you care? It's all theater and the hell with it?
I just let it flow. I mean, like it's an impeachment, but when it goes to the Senate, it's just everyone's going to vote party lines again. He's going to stay in office, and I still think he has a legitimate chance of winning a second term.
If they present to the Senate.
If they present the articles to
I did
the
a little
Senate.
bit of reading today, and apparently one senator can say, yeah, let's just dismiss the charges.
Yeah.
And then a simple majority throws it out, and there is no trial at all.
Yeah.
Very, very possible that's what happens because the Republicans have a 53 to 47 majority. So it wouldn't take very many. That said, with it being that tight, if you get a couple like Mitt Romney, who's never been a pal with the president, and maybe a Rand Paul, you don't know what Rand's going to do. He's
a pal with the president.
He's always dancing around it. Who knows?
And then along with all these extremes, I've heard two different extremes today that he can run for a third term now.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
And also,
he's not removed yet.
Also, he can't run for a second term.
So if they vote to remove him, the Senate can take a second vote to say that the individual removed is no longer eligible to serve. Mm-hmm. So potentially you could be removed and still be eligible to run again.
Yeah.
Or they could say, yeah, you're done. Yeah. Now that's so far theoretical. It's not going to happen. They have to have 1 over 2/3, which would be 67 votes. To remove. Mm-hmm. It's not going to happen. And that's why I've been saying the whole time it's all theater.
Yeah. They're posturing for the election.
Yeah, this is posturing, and it's a big calculation on both sides.
But is it really?
But it's great for CNN and Fox News and podcasts like this because, damn it, we're getting clicks and downloads. Sure.
So I thought about
as long
this
as it's
today.
good for us.
We have always heard from Trump supporters. This was a big saying in 2016 that he plays what they call 4D chess. And I got to thinking about today, and I think that the impeachment is pretty good for Trump. Being impeached but then not removed from office. Yeah, it's going to do well for him because it seems like every time
when he's in conflict, he does better, right?
Yeah, and Trump was a reactionary election. The election of Trump was a reaction to polarization. And I think that if he's not removed, if the Senate, if they do just vote and dismiss everything and they don't even care, then it's going to make Trump look good. So was Trump behind the scenes on some of this? Was he working secretly with Nancy Pelosi?
Absolutely
to get some of this done.
No, I don't think this helps him accomplish any of the things that he wants to accomplish.
Hey, Nancy and Uncle Chuck, I got some favors to ask. Going in some favors. Listen. Your girl Tulsi, we all know that you hate her, and she's going to be facing me. Would you rather have me or Tulsi? And they say, well, we would rather have you in office than Tulsi Gabbard.
That's where you come down.
Yeah. So then they help Trump by proceeding with impeachment hearings to make his chances better.
As you've handicapped this, you say that in the presidential election, Trump has a 99% chance of facing one of the Democrats in the fall.
Correct. I think, there's a 1% chance that Bill Weld beats him out.
Yeah. Sure. Old Governor Weld is gonna win from not being on any of the ballots and not in the states that they aren't having primaries
and no debates. Yeah. There's still
I'm not even sure Trump's going to show up for debates in the fall against anybody for the general.
No, I think he will.
Yeah. It's showbiz, baby.
Exactly. Well, especially if you put him up, if Warren ends up on the stage right across from him, I can already see it. All it's going to be is
Pocahontas.
Hello, Pocahontas. Pocahontas, what are you doing tonight?
It would almost be better than whenever him and Hillary were on the debate stage. Yeah. We would get so many good gifts and so many good memes to use for the next 10 years that it's worth it.
Did you guys listen to any of his speech last night at his rally?
Parts.
So I was listening to another podcast, and he was playing.
You were listening to Ben Shapiro.
I was, and he's like, Trump's just like, all right, crooked Hillary. Bill's just sitting there. Hey, crooked Hillary, you think she just calls him crooked or what?
Yeah, he said. Ben said, or Trump said, do you think the Bill just calls her crooked Hillary, or do you think he just calls her crooked?
Going around the house. Hey, crooked.
That's what he does.
But then he also did make a big boo boo, and I'm having trouble thinking of the representative's name that he called out last night. And oh man, my Google search history is full of all kinds of crap. But,
But yeah, no, Trump,
Debbie Dingell is the name of the representative from Michigan. And
Her husband was John Dingell.
yeah,
John
her husband
Dingell.
was John Dingell, and he passed away in the springtime of this year. And she called for impeachment of the president. President Trump did not like that. And he kind of
Apparently he's a Catholic because he said now John Dingell's going to burn in hell over her actions.
what he
so
said,
maybe he's been stuck in purgatory.
he's
what he
looking
said
up.
is that she said Trump said that Debbie Dingell called him to thank him for the funeral that the White House put on for her husband. And she said, I know that he was looking down and he was very proud to see what was going on. And Trump said, well, maybe he's looking up. We don't know. And he's in Michigan, right? Where the dude served in Congress as the longest serving Congress member in the history of the United States, beloved by the people there. He's like an hour and a half away from his district. And even the crowd at a Trump rally is like, you can feel the cringe.
Yeah.
And then he goes,
I'm pretty sure his dad was a congressman too. Like I think he may have replaced his own father. It's literally generations that this congressional seat's been there.
yeah,
Yeah, his father, John Sr., won in 1955. He died. His dad died, and he took the seat, and then he served until his wife took over. So yeah, he served from 55 until 2015.
Yeah.
His dad was a congressman from. Well, he was born in 1894. That's how far back we go.
yeah, it's that was probably the grossest thing that I've heard the president say at a rally, and he said some pretty since
the 1930s.
things.
But don't
since
you
the Depression, there's been a Dingell serving from that family nonstop since 1933.
But don't you honestly expect stuff from Trump when he's at a rally? He's in front of his.
I don't expect that though. That was pretty bad.
Oh,
I mean-
now it's too far.
Yeah,
that was too.
Not the Billy Bush stuff in 2016, but this is
No,
too
that was
much.
fine.
But that's what you expect from him, honestly. I mean, you
That was
expect
all funny.
stuff, you expect
All those
stuff
people
like that.
were alive.
Yeah.
Like that kind of made me feel gross.
But you get him in front of his supporters, and he does what he does, and he goes
Oh,
on
yeah.
tirades, and he's very insult heavy on the comedy, and that is playing very well with a lot of Americans.
For sure.
So, especially in the rural area like here, it plays very well.
Yeah, and there was another lady that at the rally started making a scene and flipping him off, and he was like, he did the "get her out of here" thing.
Get her out of
He's
here!
like, get her out, and the crowd's just going nuts. They're like, yeah, get her out, woo! And this lady's flipping him off, and he's like, and he starts talking about the security. He's like, what? The security? Why did they let her go on this long? And he's like, it's because they have to be too politically correct. And he said, because they're worried about grabbing her wrist too hard, because then she'll sue them and ruin their lives. And it was like, man, he just he's so quick. He can make all these different connections just on the fly about literally the most random things. A woman being kicked out of a rally taking too long because the police have to be too politically correct. It was amazing.
All right, I walked away from.
He's a showman,
but I'm back now. I'm going to do a social experiment. There are 4 cookies in this bowl. I'm going to set them right here in front of Mason and see how many are left at the end of the show.
If you give an intern a cookie,
You shouldn't have said anything.
We'll just see. We'll just see how this goes.
Well, they're gonna be gone. There's no doubt. I tried to stay away.
so along with the Trump line, our congressman, Mr. Greg Pence, the vice president's brother, he was sending out messages to constituents on Facebook today, telling them that he was standing by them and would vote no on the impeachment of the president.
If there was 4D chess, wouldn't our congressman be in favor of his brother becoming president?
Yeah, that,
But this is Trump playing 4D chess. This isn't Mike Pence
Yeah.
playing 4D chess.
yeah,
Mike Pence might be playing checkers. We don't know.
probably. Chess is ungodly. There's a king on the board. There's 2 kings, 1 king. That's it for Mike Pence. I have a feeling.
Is he the queen?
No. He's
in this chess game?
I think that, no, Mike Pence is the bishop.
I don't even know if he's the bishop, man. He might be the pawn.
No. We're the pawns, brother.
I think Mike Pence.
He's at least a rook.
Yeah.
Maybe a
Come
knight.
on now. No, but so he was sending out these messages on Facebook. Janine Lee-Lake is also facing...
Friend of the show.
Yeah, she's already announced that she will be she will be running for the Democratic nomination for the 6th District Congress. And so she's already started her campaigning. She's hit the ground running already. She's got her sights set for 2020. I haven't heard of any other Democrats that have come forward to try to
not in the 6th yet, I don't think. Mason, you have news on the Democrats
signaling?
running?
Nope, not me.
Okay.
He's working on his second of the 4 cookies right now. He's shoveling them in there.
You're
pretty
going to have
good.
to go get a refill.
He's going to need a glass of milk is what's going to happen.
I was just about to ask for that.
So my thought was with Janine, she did really good.
So I am a big fan of Janine personally. I like Janine a lot. I think she's a great person, and I think she ran a great campaign in 2018.
But
I'm watching the way that she's run this campaign so far, and it's not been issues based.
it's very negative.
It's been personality based around Greg Pence, and I'm honestly, I've donated to Gene a couple of times, and so far I'm disappointed in that it's not about issues. It's gotten to be very personal, and there's this Trump rage and Pence family rage that's gotten in. And I really hope that they rethink that strategy. That's as I'm looking at it. And I would, I'm very open to having somebody different represent us next term, in Congress. The strategy right now of just Trump anger is not going to win the 6th district.
Yeah.
Issues might, working really hard will, but I'm not sure that the strategy that we're seeing right now is going to get us there.
I think that the most important thing for a person like a Democrat or a Libertarian, someone who's going to be running against Greg Pence in the 6th district, the most important thing that they can do is go around to the constituents and go, did you hear from Mike Pence or from Greg Pence? Have you seen anything from him that isn't just political posturing that goes along with what the RNC tells him to say? Because you deserve someone different. You deserve someone that's going to care about you. You've not seen
independent thought or any individual leadership.
Yeah.
Which is, in Henry County here, Tom Saunders has been very popular for 20 years, and he's won re-election many, many times by being a guy that will stand up to Brian Bosma or whoever's running the local Republican Party. Those are the same voters that are in Greg Pence's district here. There's an appetite for an independent streak and some independent thought. And Mike Pence did that 15 years ago, when Mike was our congressman. He would stand up to George Bush and be very much on the other side of major issues of the Bush administration. He was opposed to the auto bailout and a number of prescription drugs before that. He was very outspoken on immigration issues, differently than the administration at the time. Have not seen that at all from Greg Pence in the way he's behaved.
And I think that it could help him, but I think it might hurt him if he did it with the Republican base that he has.
It's a safe seat.
Yeah.
It's a completely safe seat. He could do anything he wants. He has got more ability and privilege to be the most independent, do whatever the hell his actual opinions are. He could lead in incredible ways with more political cover than 100 other Republican congressmen. That's the problem. It's disappointing. Kade, if you had the chance to sit in the United States Congress, you would show up to work and you would actually work for the things you care about. Sure. It feels like I hate to say it, but it feels like we're being represented by a ceremonial rubber stamp congressman.
Yeah.
That's what it's felt like as a constituent. And the submarine strategy for the year he was running for the seat ahead of time, when there were others that were, Jonathan Lamb and others that were working so damn hard to get the nomination and couldn't get the attention and couldn't get the Republicans to pay attention, who was actually going to, have a voice in Congress. I feel like I feel like I have no voice in Congress whatsoever.
Yeah.
At all.
There's no connection.
There's no connection there at all.
You have, like you said, we have a yes man, and he bows to the will of the president and his brother. That's That is, I mean,
And how-
kind of the definition of a conflict of interest. If your brother is,
That's happened before.
you know.
I mean, we've had that's happened many times where you've had family
it's
members
fine that it's happened
serving.
before, but I think with this administration, it makes it even worse because of the way that Trump leads. If you're not for us, you're against us so hardcore. That's just the way that the Trump administration has been this whole time. And I would love to see a person like Jonathan Lamb come up and challenge him in the primary.
It won't happen.
Yeah.
There's no chance. Nobody's ever going to challenge. And that's why I say that I wish that, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know what Greg Pence stands for. Issues wise, he never made it. So maybe this is exactly the way he wants to be. Then maybe this is it, but it's as a 6th district
it's safe.
It's
very safe.
Constituent, not, I don't see anything bold.
There's still a Jonathan Lamb
Seems like
sign.
he's just drawing a paycheck at this point that he hasn't earned.
Yeah, for sure. There's still a Jonathan Lamb sign up in Spice along State Road 3.
Really?
I see that. I see that every day.
Yeah.
What do you think, Guffey?
I absolutely agree with you guys. The submarine tactic was ridiculous. And then if we get back to the Janine Lee Lake, issues is what needs to be talked about. I don't care if you hate Trump. I don't care if you hate the Republicans. What I want to know is what you're going to do for me as my representative. Are you going to actually listen to me and let me talk to you and send you a message and actually be able to communicate with you? And so that's what we need, somebody that's going to be that, and just maybe not just a plain rubber stamp. Well, my brother said to do this, so I'm doing this.
You know, we've been pretty well represented here. Before Greg Pence was there, the Congress people from this district, David McIntosh was very well regarded in the 90s. Mike Pence was obviously very successful, and then Luke Messer got up to be about the 3rd highest Republican in the House at the time, and he would probably be, if the Republicans had won, he may have been the Speaker. They were that successful. Now it's been. Yeah, we got a backbencher, man. That's what it is. That's basically what it is. That you just, it's almost like you're never going to see anything come from it. I don't know. And maybe that's what we want.
I have seen, it seems like just recently, especially, but I have seen a little bit of a resurgence of constitutional Democrats.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much I believe that from.
When you're not in power, you start to do a little searching to see what's going to work.
Yeah. It kind of looks like opportunistic. Like, I don't know. It just seems like it's not something that has been very consistent.
You don't see it a lot on the presidential debate stage, though.
Yeah.
But you will see it. You'll see it like on social media.
Mm-hmm.
People will say that the president has gone against the Constitution in different ways, but to me that seems like an easy cop out of why I hate the president.
Yeah.
Yeah, your guy did it too. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. All right. State, you were talking about Tom Saunders and being a good representative for us in comparison to Greg Pence, who is a horrible representative.
So as Tom has served, I think he's been our state rep either since 96 or 98. I don't have it memorized at this point. It's been a minute, right? But he's always been a voice that was very independent. And I think that served him well in Henry County in winning elections. Mason is having a hell of a time. He's been out of his chair for 5 minutes. He ate 2 of the cookies. He disappeared into the bathroom, and now we
heard a loud noise.
I hear thumping and things happening. I'm truly worried.
I think he's in there floating.
I'm thinking maybe we need to send Audrey in after him to check. Audrey says he's watching the live stream from the other room. I don't know. So state rep. We've heard rumors. Well, not rumors. Aaron Dickon filed an exploratory committee. He's not declared as a candidate yet.
Yeah, but then I heard a rumor.
I've heard rumors that maybe he wasn't going to. So we don't know for sure. We're in handicapping phase, I guess. Folks don't really start filing to go on ballots until January. Mm-hmm. So for the primaries, we don't know who the candidates are going to be. So we can start to have this conversation and start thinking about it, but we don't know. Mason, buddy, welcome back to the show. There was a ruckus.
I feel like a brand new man.
That's a Brooks and Dunn
Well,
song.
no, I was finishing up my business and I flushed the toilet and I go to wash my hands. And I don't know whose idea it was to put that bottle on top of the tank, but it fell. And so I had to pick it up.
That's all that was?
That's not soap.
That was the only noise?
Well, no, as I
it
saw
sounded
that
like an elephant
No,
got in
hold
a
on.
fight with a rhinoceros in the
Well,
bathroom.
hold on. So, like, here's the toilet. There's the top of the lid and the tank. Here's the air freshener, and it fell and it hit. Then the lid shot off, and I like ran over real quick and grabbed the bottle because I thought it was glass. Turns out it's plastic, and grabbed it before it hit the ground. That's why it sounded like I was all over the place. By the way, Corey, I have 2 cookies left, so I can't get more.
Did you remember to wash your hands?
I did. You want to smell them?
No, I don't want it. I really don't want anything to do with
Also,
it.
somebody up their Patreon because that toilet paper sucks.
Are you sure?
It was 1 ply.
Man, I don't know how you.
I might have grabbed the only one. I saw a decent
I feel like we normally bring the toilet paper in from my house from the surplus, and it's very premium.
That's
So-
the only ass he's got in months.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, State Rep District 54. As always, I advocate for people running for office. I hope I like Tom very much. I like Aaron Dickon very much, but I hope we have three-way races or more in all of these. And primaries are good too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think we've seen anybody announced yet in District 54. And then last year, I believe there was Gene Lysing did have Randy Howard ran in that race last time for the state Senate seat. So we'll see what happens there
Yeah, but
again.
Now he got kicked out of the Democrat Party, so he can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
They don't like it when you're racist.
So
Just not publicly.
okay, well, I don't know what's going to happen in that one. It's a very big district, and it's very difficult to run from Henry County. We are sitting in about the most northern portion of District 42. It goes all the way down. Our state senator, Gene, is from Oldenburg, Indiana, which is halfway to Cincinnati. So it's a massive district. It's probably well represented if you live in Rushville or Greensburg. Those are areas that are a little bit easier to get everywhere in the district from. So we'll have to see. I would be surprised if we saw a candidate that was from our part of the district. But who knows? It's open. I hope somebody runs. Once again, it makes for better races for everybody. So, you have any thoughts on your state senator, state rep, Kade?
Not at the moment. We'll see how it develops.
Audrey is laughing like crazy off.
Sarah just came from the bathroom, so she stared at me.
They're
as she
talking
came
about
in.
how bad it smells over
It
there.
can't be bad. It can't be bad.
Should have lit a match.
They had to.
There were matches in there. They're sitting on a sink. I was going to ask that.
That's why they're in there.
literally why they're there.
Oh, I didn't know
The
that.
bathroom is so close to the studio, and the vent
Well, I played.
doesn't
I,
go through the roof.
I blew about half a bottle of Febreze.
Now it smells like citrus.
There's
Oh, did I keep the door open? It's fresh.
So we have, along with the presidential election, our congressional seats up. And our state rep and state senator seats are up. We also have some county elections that are going to be going on. Coroner, surveyor, middle district commissioner, southern district commissioner, and 3 at-large county council races. So there was actually a rumor that I heard from a member of the Republican Party here, an elected official, that there was a rumor in their headquarters that I would be running in the primary in the Southern District, and that Bobby Plummer was worried about it.
Are you a Republican now? Are you the Republican Libertarian county chairman?
Yeah. Yeah.
You defected?
And you just don't know yet.
Hey, I'm just asking.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
I'm just asking, buddy.
I said they don't even have to worry about me running as a libertarian this time. It's not, let alone as a Republican.
I mean, you're a
good God.
politician. Nobody believes you when your mouth moves.
It's true. But it's not happening. You can rest easy. I'm not going to run for county commissioner as a Republican in the primary. That'd be funny, though.
I don't know. I mean, what if you started raising money?
Well, the problem is that then I would win.
What if you started raising money as a Republican?
Yeah.
And then you changed your mind.
And then I flip-flop.
And then you don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you become a Democrat. Maybe you're a green. I thought I knew you before you got these tattoos.
I could be a green. I know there was at least one sign in Newcastle that had a Jill Stein sign in 2016. So there's one member here.
It's possible.
So
somebody that was a liberal hippie and wanted their candidate represented.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it's a big year. It's probably a little bit early to start to talk about the names and the folks that are going to be there, but the filing window is about to open. So we'll see what happens. I know we're expecting probably 2 open Henry County Council seats in the new year with Mike Thalls. Congratulations on your service, by the way. His last day as a county council person, his last meeting was today. I understand he's stepping down, so that seat is opening up and will be filled in the short term. And then our friend Councilman Clay is not going to seek another term, so that seat's going to be open. So you've got at least 2 open. I know Harold Griffin is running for another term on the council. So that's likely that he would be able to retain that seat. Pretty well liked. So we'll just have to see. There's the county council is obviously a big one as well. That's at large, so you don't have the small micro districts that you do. In the 2018 election, you had individual districts for council, commissioner and council. The entire county votes, so you're representing 50,000 people. It's a huge lift to actually run those races.
It's a lot more walking than when
a lot more doors, a lot more folks to get to. And the same thing with the sheriff. The sheriff's on the ballot.
Sheriff's not on the ballot this year, according to the county website. This is not an election year for sheriff, and that's also according to Chad Malaco.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He corrected me on that one too.
So sheriff comes off, but your surveyor and a number of others.
Coroner
is on. It's coroner, surveyor, middle district, southern district. And then the 3 county council races. Those are the only elections for the county this year. But yeah, I've heard a lot of rumors, and I don't know why that is. And if I just plain up ask the person that I heard the rumor was about, they usually look at me like they're surprised to hear it. So I don't know where these are coming from. I don't know who's starting them. I don't know if
it's a lot of wishful thinking, I think.
Yeah, I keep hearing about many different people. That I've heard rumors about you running, and I've heard rumors about Chris. I've heard rumors about
everybody.
A lot of people. No, not everybody in the room. I haven't heard about Kade.
I am not running for anything.
Time to start some rumors.
I heard that Mason was going to be running for the surveyor.
The only thing being ran is a train, I heard.
I hear the train coming.
That's some inside baseball.
That
was a good one, Mason.
Thank you.
Props on that.
Yeah, you finally participated. Mm-hmm. It's been over an hour, and here we are.
Well, I just spent 15 minutes in the bathroom, so.
Yeah. But, if you have a rumor, and you think that it's an interesting rumor,
email Dakota at ballshogofliberty.com with your
I want to know
wild and crazy rumors that he's going to report.
If you hear a rumor and you are not brave enough to ask the person the rumor is about, I will do it for you.
You're just going to go check on people?
Yeah. I sent a message on Facebook.
Hold on. You're not going to check. You're going to send the producer to check.
I haven't asked you to check one time.
Not yet. You're going to be like, hey, Chris, while you're at that.
So take those unfounded accusations and check them at the door.
I will not. I will not. Because it seems like you guys always get me to go to the meetings. And then I just naturally just put them in my schedule and I have to go now. They're on the schedule.
I've never once asked you to go to a meeting for me. Never once.
Okay. All right.
I feel like that's untrue.
I'm taking back your Christmas present.
Let's move along. As we do have a very busy show. By the way, if you're listening and watching now, this is the free portion of the show. It's like 2 bonus shows this week and next week. If you join the Patreon, Boss Hog of Liberty, on Patreon. If you search, go to patreon.com and search for us. We're going to do a big Christmas episode here in a few minutes. So if you want to see that, join now. We'll check the app. We'll get you added in, and then it'll be emailed directly to you as well. All right. It's the end of the year, Dakota. Old Lang Syne's going to be playing soon.
Yep. We're headed
We're
to
looking forward.
the Roaring 20s.
Roaring 20s. Starting a new decade.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we've all accomplished something worthwhile. You and I got married. That was something.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota,
Me too.
you're going to become a dad next decade, but Kade, you became a dad this decade, didn't you?
Twice.
You got that done. Yeah, twice.
2 times.
Mason, you're a boiler now. That's something. You did
Yeah.
that.
Is it though?
You were a high school athlete.
Was. Emphasis on the was.
You accomplished so much. Guffey, you were an American hero in this decade.
At the very beginning of it, yeah.
I mean, in the decade.
Yeah. And I got choked out by Kade 5 times.
So it's been a big decade. We got a new one coming up, and we started East Central Indiana's favorite podcast
In this decade.
in this decade.
Now we're looking forward to something new. So where are we going to take it?
Zach wants to know if you became a teenager in this decade as well. You did.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, maybe I don't. What year did I turn 13? It was right at the start.
Right at the very beginning.
Yeah,
And in this decade, I was working where I do now. I got the job title.
as a matter of fact, the very first thing I did at the start of this decade was become a teenager.
That's pretty much right there at the beginning.
Yeah, that was the very first thing I did. My birthday is on New Year's Day, so I turned 13
When Mason
10 years ago.
when Mason started this decade, he turned 10.
Yep. I was a 10.
He started getting his adult teeth at the beginning of this decade.
Fair enough.
and most of them have come in. They haven't come in that nicely, but damn it, they're there.
We're getting that taken care of, hopefully soon.
The Smile Direct Club picking you up. Are they going to be a
No,
sponsor?
it's bad enough. They said no.
You would make a great before and after picture.
Yeah, no.
They're just
maybe
not that confident in themselves.
Actually, Christy Avery recommended a place. Pretty affordable, but I'd have to make that long trek to
Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne.
To the fort.
Nobody wants to go there. Ever.
Maybe what we should do is start. You and I will just go start cold calling orthodontists looking for sponsorship.
Okay.
Corey Owen says he's been yelling at Mason to stay out of his yard for the majority of this decade.
It's also true.
and now he pays you to come to it. All right, Dakota, what are we doing? 2020 beyond.
Well, there's a survey up on the Boss Hog Liberty Facebook page. If you follow us on Facebook, then we posted the survey that we've been using the same survey since 2018, but it refreshes every time that we upload it, and we get to see the results based on the date that you took the survey. It is, however, anonymous, so we don't know who said what. You can we've gotten some pretty harsh things in there.
Apparently, people hate me.
Guffey is. It turns out 2019 Guffey turned heel, and they're just tired of you now, buddy.
I don't understand it. That's probably why I lost the election.
Because of us, yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy, yeah. Well,
I was expecting more hate mail on myself, to be honest.
You haven't been here enough. They've forgotten about you.
It's been a couple months probably, right?
Yeah.
probably, yeah. I think that the very first time that we put out the survey, we got hate mail on you, but that was like right in the midst of the throes of the wind farm. Yeah. So that people were flocking to tell us how bad you were. It was like, well, listen, people.
That was,
been on
a lot of that was like unsolicited survey.
And you had been on like twice at that point. So it was like, hey.
That was when they were protesting American Structure Point and LNK Farms. You all were just blackballed.
And we've gotten weird responses, but we've also gotten some really good things. Whenever we first started doing this podcast, at the top of the show notes, we would always put a weekend recap. And we would spend about 20 minutes talking about whatever the hell we did the weekend prior to the show. And we got a lot of feedback on the survey that people just turned out they didn't care.
Some people loved it, and some people said,
Yeah.
"You're wasting my time. I'm fast forwarding."
So we tallied it up. We realized that the majority of the people on the survey didn't like it. So we cut it out.
We moved it.
Yeah.
the
We
Patreon.
moved it to the Patreon, but now it's not on this free side. So we listen. We actually listen to what you have to say because we care about you. And we also care about our ratings.
Yeah, yeah. Until we get mad, and then we say it's a me show and shut up and take it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some of those things like stop making fun of people on your show. It's my show. I can make fun of whoever I want to make fun of. That's the way of the road.
We only make fun of people that
So you have a right to be offended, but it's nobody's responsibility to do anything about it.
we only make. First of all, everything is all in fun and it's
Yeah.
all in jest.
Yeah.
And once you get into the public conversation, then you're on
My God.
you're on the soapbox, and here we go.
We abuse no one more than what we abuse each other.
Yeah, poor Mason has disappeared. He has walked off the job.
Yeah, I mean,
We are
lighten up,
taking
people.
applications to the 2020 intern class.
Yeah.
If you're entering college, we're going to need a new one because I think
And
we
if you're
broke this
a
one.
teacher looking for volunteer hours as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
we'll take
We do have professional credit teachers, and maybe it comes with a free Red for Rob T-shirt too. We don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Plausible.
Oh, we have those things. If we do make fun of you, if you do get offended, just send us a message, and maybe we'll have a free week, and you can come and sit in the chair.
So I honestly
Defend
though
yourself.
fill the survey out. There's some opportunities for you to, and you don't have to answer. There's some personal questions on there. Dakota put. He's really creepy.
I didn't make this survey.
You can skip over the personal stuff. You don't have to fill out every box, but really tell us what you like about the show, what you don't like about the show. One of the items that we've become known for over the past 3 cycles is our local candidate election series and our state and federal candidate series. We're in a new year. So if you guys want to hear more of that, tell us about it. Get in there. Tell us what you like, what you don't like. It's a lot of work. No lie. We do put a lot of work into it, but I think it's very rewarding. And I know it's a big part of what some of our patrons care about. So if you like that, let us know. If you say no, the heck with it. That's not important to us anymore. And we want to hear something else. Give us the feedback. Tell us what you want to hear in the show, and we will have a meeting. And then when I'm on vacation in February and I can't do anything about it, Dakota will make a decision and I'll be stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what do you think's going to happen in 2020?
In 2020,
Yeah. What's your big goal?
we're not prognosticating other stuff. We're just talking about what we're doing as a show.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like if you had your top goal of achievement for this show, what would it be for the year?
I want to keep having fun and build the community. That's what I want to do. I don't
I-
want to say that there's a certain guest or a couple of guests that I want to have. Very open to it. I as long as this show is informational and fun, it'll grow and it's great. We could not have planned what the show has become. So it guides itself and it evolves over time.
My big goal, I'm the exact opposite. I want Eric Holcomb to come on.
Okay.
That's my big goal.
All right.
Or I would settle for Greg Pence.
High tax Holcomb.
Or I would settle.
Submarine Greg.
I would settle even further down from Greg Pence to Mike Pence because I think we have a better chance of getting Mike than Greg.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen, I officially in the year 2020 am handing off to you the responsibility of booking the Pences because they have dodged my phone calls for 2 years. I talked to his niece. I talked to their PR folks. I showed up at his office and he showed up in Muncie the day I was in his office in Washington, DC. I am not going to be booking Greg Pence. So that is yours to have.
Okay.
I officially give you the Greg Pence baton. He's yours to book in 2020.
Oh, look, a Fire Stick remote.
He'll probably be on in March.
Yep.
All right. Final thoughts?
That was what I was doing for final.
That was
Yeah.
It's his first day hosting the show. Producer Chris, what you got?
I thought it was a good place to end.
As we come to the end of this wonderful year, and it's the last show of the year, I'm very grateful for all of our friendship to grow and become more than what it was. Jeremiah, you're wonderfully at this forced friendship Nike stuff. You drag me and you make me grow as an individual. Dakota, Man, I don't know. I don't know how our friendship actually grew because we never talked to each other, and then we just hung around. And next thing I know, I joined a gym with you.
You
And
used to go work out with me.
I used to.
I saw you every day.
It's true.
It's been like 2 months.
I know, man. I know. But I got you in the gym. I got you going, and then I let you go like a little birdie. You're all on your own now.
He's off
Kade,
the coasting.
You choked me out last year. Still bitter about that.
2-day anniversary.
We
Or
can
the
schedule. We can
1
schedule a
year anniversary.
rematch if you want.
I don't need to be choked out. I like that in other places.
Oh, he has
then-
Paige now, so it's
Yeah. I got paid now. I don't need you. And then Mason, he's an intern. But no, I'm grateful for all the friendship that the Boss Hog has allowed me to get involved with, like Sean Defoe, Mike Broyles, Aaron Dickon, and I have become closer, I believe. And just being involved with the community in more boards and stuff. And I don't think that would have been possible without the Boss Hog of Liberty, because I don't think I would have truly
you wouldn't
gotten
have
involved.
pushed yourself to show up at stuff and to have built a relationship.
Exactly. So I'm very grateful for that, and I hope it continues to grow in 2020.
You've been a massive asset for us, for sure. All because you wouldn't leave. You would just show up in the studio,
It's true.
and I would say, well, if you're just going to sit there and watch us, sit your ass down. You're going to work,
Yeah, basically.
and here we are. All right, Mason. Final thoughts.
My final thoughts are, come back to me.
We're ending the show. We're almost done.
This is it.
Okay. Well, come back to me.
Kade.
No, it's good to be back. Good to see you guys. Despite the year, we had a pretty good season farming. We still got L&K beef is still open year round now. So
We filled up on some this last weekend.
did you?
The Morrell freezer has got a significant amount of L&K beef in it.
Good deal. Good
So
deal.
well, we have not tried it yet.
So and we're all, they're starting to play with possibly delivering stuff.
Really?
So
This is a
if
good-
we can get some interest in that, not everybody can get out to get to the grocery store to buy their meat if they'd like to have it delivered. That's something we can do. You just have to get a hold of the Facebook page, send them a message.
You don't want to personally handle all the correspondence yourself.
Well, it's my little brother runs that part of the farm, and really it's really his baby. But I try to plug it as much as I can to help him out.
I did see he had an incident this week. Is he doing well?
My older brother,
Or your older brother? Yeah.
older brother was in a
Yeah.
car wreck.
Yeah.
They're doing fine. They're doing good. So they're getting all that taken care of through insurance and the headache that is.
No major injuries
So,
for them.
no.
No, just vehicle.
No. Yep.
All right.
So, I guess for me, if you're a local landowner and you're looking for anybody to farm for you, I'm always interested to sit down and talk with you about leasing farm ground.
Negotiate a deal.
So get a hold of me with that. You can get a hold of me through Facebook or Boss Hog of Liberty. You guys can direct them.
Yeah. I mean,
Either
hell,
way.
we'll trade for acreage. We can throw in a co-host
But yeah,
opportunity
that's,
or two.
I guess as far as 2020 and the rest of the new decade,
If you give us
looking for
100
expansion.
acres to farm for next year, we'll let you co-host an episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody gives 100 acres to L&K.
We still need to do like a live episode from the tractor at some point.
How many of us can fit in the tractor at one time?
I can probably get 3 of us in there.
Can we go 4? We need a producer plus Dakota and I.
Sure. Yeah, we can do it.
Somebody might have to sit, on the lap, like Arrested Development style.
That's fine.
Asses to
just,
elbows over here.
Well, we don't really need a producer with the Zoom.
I know, but I don't want to feel left out. We need them.
Yeah, we need a producer.
All right. Final chance, Mason.
Okay. Wow. Well, last week I got to meet Luke Combs in Louisville,
who's
Kentucky.
that?
He is a country singer.
A country and western singer.
Western? Country and Western. That's a hotel, right? I don't know what country and Western is. I don't know.
Country and Western is the genre of music.
It's not Western. But yeah, I got to meet Luke Combs. It was pretty cool.
All of the boomers that watch this show that get mad at us are really hating you right now.
Yeah.
I don't think I could care any less.
The country music genre is
They're too
is
busy
country
arguing.
Western.
They're too
That
busy
is-
arguing about the impeachment.
Yeah, they're showing on Facebook right now. They're not even worried about us. But yeah, I got to meet him. It was pretty cool. We snagged our Garth tickets for May 16th. I'm planning a nice little trip around that.
It's my
8 rows from the stage.
That's my final thoughts, was to thank you for standing in line to hook Sarah and I up.
Oh, well, on to you, Jeremiah.
Yeah, you're third wheeling with Sarah and I, or fifth wheeling.
Possibly.
But we're camping together. We're going to go to make it a weekend in Cincinnati. We're going to go to Paul Brown Stadium, and Sarah's going to get all happy when he sings That Summer. So
that's my song. Oh,
no,
wait.
it's their song.
Oh, no, it's not.
Sarah and Mason together. That's our song.
That's our song.
Wow.
Sarah,
That's weird. That's
Sarah,
a weird song.
I'm just saying.
Sarah acted like he wasn't going to sing that song though. Like she was.
I
like,
think that's a staple for him. He's always going to sing
he
it.
will always sing.
I
that
said
song.
once you got 8th row seats, we need to make signs up and have we
all need to pick a song.
Pick something
that's
real
not
deep
well
cut.
known.
You need to say, Mason's sign needs to say, "This is my summer." That'd be a good one.
No, because he's going to play that song. My sign's
play
going to
that
say, "I heard there's a honky tonk somewhere in Cincinnati," and let's see if he plays that because that's one of my favorite.
That's your
one of my
go-to
favorites.
jam. Yeah,
That's a good one. That's on his newest album.
I think like
lame.
Good Ride Cowboy. Will you do Good Ride Cowboy, or do you have to get a sign for that?
I've never heard Good Ride Cowboy live.
Yeah, so I might have to do something.
I've
like
been to
that.
3, so I have not heard it. I would love to hear that song.
All right,
but-
maybe that's what my sign will be. We have 5 months to decide,
It's going to go like that.
just like that.
Yep.
All right. Well, very good. And did I miss any more final thoughts, Dakota? Or are you good?
Nope. Good.
All right.
I have one. I'm sorry. This has been weighing heavy on my heart. You guys are going to Chicago. I'm a producer. I thought I was part of the group.
Well,
What happens?
I mean,
You guys, Chase, Dakota, you all, Audrey, Sarah, Kade. Oh, plan a trip to Chicago. What about Guffey? No, leave him out in the cold.
Hey,
Well, we can go to McDonald's.
Just go and run into them.
No,
Oh, fancy seeing you guys here.
I don't want to be where I'm not invited.
Can I cancel my Airbnb and stay with you guys?
Chris, do you know how hard it is to find a 4-bedroom Airbnb?
I don't care, Dakota. Quit making excuses.
In
You coulda.
downtown
do
Chicago.
you know how hard it is to find a 4-bedroom Airbnb? Because a 3 was damn easy. That took like 3 minutes.
Jeremiah. Shit.
Exactly. This show is over.
So,
Does that mean I get to become the producer?
no, because you've done a terrible job as an intern so far.
Okay, never mind.
The
so-
producer talks less than what an intern has to. So
I don't need to talk.
So you're going to you're gonna babysit my in-laws that weekend.
Oh, absolutely. You all should need to know this. January 4th, DCCW, Delaware County Championship Wrestling Benefit Brawl for Mike King. We should all go. If you want tickets, let me know. I'm a VIP. They want me back.
So you're going to be on the front row with my in-laws.
Yeah.
I'm
And
going to be in
me.
Chicago. Mason's going to go with
Mason's
you.
going.
Trinity, Paige.
Paige doesn't know, but she's going.
Audrey, you're with me. Sarah, you're with me. It's going to be a whole Muncie deal.
DCCW, baby.
Wow.
Like
At the Guardian Brewery.
No, it's not. They moved it to the senior citizens home.
Where is that? Is it Hunter accessible?
I don't know. Kevin's going to fit in perfectly.
Oh no!
he's watching right now too.
Wow.
He is
All right.
60
I'm going to
now.
teach him some of my chokes. You're in real trouble now.
Last call. If you want to see the Christmas stuff, jump in on the Patreon. Sign up at any level. We'll get you in there. Thank you guys very much. It's been a fantastic year. No show next week on account of somebody scheduling Christmas in the middle of the week. But we'll catch y'all in January.
Thank you for listening to the Boss Hog of Liberty, which is part of the We Are Libertarians Network. I am Chris Spangle, and I am the founder of this network, and I invite you to listen to all of our shows, which you can find at WeAreLibertarians.com or by searching for these in your podcatcher. The flagship show is the We Are Libertarians podcast, where we apply libertarian principles to current events. The Brian Nichols Show is a conversation amongst Republicans, Democrats, Libertarians, Independents, as they talk about what is happening in the news. And we have many other podcasts like The Chris Spangle Show, Upward, The Cost, Raw Audio Politics, Miranda's World, and Tad Talk. which is quite a ride. So check all of these out. Go to wearelibertarians.com, and you can check out all of our great podcasts. Thanks for listening. Thank you for listening to the We Are Libertarians Network. Get our other shows at wearelibertarians.com.